Hi, I'm James, and in this video I'm taking a look at this, which is the HP 14S DS2502SA laptop from HP. So this is one of the DS2000 series machines. There are various different specifications of these, of course. This particular model is the Pentium Gold with 4 gigs of RAM and 128GB SSD, so we are going to be upgrading that today. So the first job that we have to do is we have these two strips on the bottom of the laptop, and underneath these we have some concealed screws. So we are just going to use our pry tool and get in below the adhesive, and so it's the little adhesive strip on here and the rubber strip, and we're going to peel this one off. We have 3 screws here, and then the lower one, it can be a little bit tricky to get below both the adhesive and the rubber, but do your best. If not, you may need to replace the adhesive strips depending on how it lifts up and how easy it is to replace afterwards. With those removed, we can see we have an additional screw here. So we are going to go around the machine and remove all of the screws from the base. I like to place these off to the side, just in the same positions that they were removed from, so that I can replace things back exactly where they were for reassembly. With that done, our next task is going to be to turn the laptop over. Open the lid, and we are then going to take our plastic pry tool, and what we want to do is just press gently into the gap between the base of the system, so between the palm rest and the base. So we are going to go along, and again we just want to press in just with enough force to begin unhooking the palm rest from the base. With that done at the front, we are then going to work our way along the sides. Now with these, you want to be a little bit careful where the USB and HDMI ports are. Do not apply too much pressure here, as it can be possible to break the top surface of the plastic. And then working along the other side as well. Again, being a bit careful where this SD card slot is. And with those 3 sides done, we are then going to close the laptop, turn over again, and lift the base from the front towards the rear. Once inside, you can see that we have 2 DIMM slots along with a single M2 2280 drive We also have space for a 2.5-inch hard drive, however no mounting bracketry or cable for doing this. The cable would attach here if there was one, but these are not included and are generally quite hard to get hold of from HP. We also have a standard HP HT03XL battery, and to make sure the machine is fully electrically off, we are going to remove this before we begin. The process for removing before working on the machine is the same as if you were to replace. It's held in with these 4 screws. Once these have been removed, we can then just slot out the battery and put that to one side for later. So to upgrade the RAM, in this case we're actually fitting a single 8GB DIMM module. So we can take the module here, make sure the keying pin is aligned, and we press it into place and press down to clip it in. The original module as well is a 4GB module. Equally, this is DDR4 3200, so these match in specification. To install the SSD, I am fitting a Crucial P2 250GB drive to replace this 128. So we remove the single retaining screw, slide out the original SSD, slot in the replacement, and refit the screw to hold it in position. I will be cloning the contents of the original Windows install onto this new SSD using Acronis TrueImage, and I do have another video on the channel covering how to do that. If we were to want to remove the fan to clean the heatsink, this can be done by removing the 3 screws that hold it in position. And then lifting the fan up. If we need to replace the fan, then it is held in with this plug, which we are going to put our pry tool under the edge of and just lift up to unclip. To refit it then, we would put the fan back into position, press the clip or press the connector down back into place, having cleaned our the front edge of the heatsink, and screw it back down into place. If we wanted to remove the cooler, then we have 4 screws here. Unscrewing these and lifting the heatsink assembly would remove it, and then to refit, just replace with fresh thermal paste and refit those 4 screws. For now though, we are going to refit the battery to the system. So to do this, we are going to line the battery up and press it down into place, making sure these little lugs have gone correctly into position. We can then refit our 4 screws. And with that, we are ready to put the base back on our machine. We can then begin to press down on the base panel at the back to begin clipping it back down into place before turning the machine over, opening it up, and continuing to press around the edges of the palm rest to get the base clipped back on. once we are happy that that is all correctly in position, all that's left to do is to replace the screws to the base and the two rubber feet. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, do be sure to give it a like, and if you have any questions or if you've managed to upgrade the machine yourself, then let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to see more videos as we post them, hit the subscribe button, and I'd just like to thank you for watching.